All right, so right now we're just loading the last puppy. We're gonna go to the vet right now to get all their health checks before they go to their final home. So they're 7 weeks old right now. And that's when we do the health check. And then they go home at 8 weeks old. And we'll be ready to go. So we just got to the vet right now. We're gonna check in and we'll show you how the process goes. Get this show on the road. Alright, so watch out behind you. The health check's done. Everything is all good, A-OK. So what they do is they just give the puppies a general health check. They check their heart, they check their eyes, they do the whole nine. And so now they'll have their health checks completed, and then that part's done. So now it's another week of the socialization, working with them, and then we get them to their home. All these puppies are gone, obviously, by the time they're 8 weeks old. You know, and they're born in our living room, hand raised. So by the time you guys get them, they're like little people. So we'll get them loaded up, we'll get them back to the house, and we'll get the rest of the day going. You can get us walking out. What's up, Lucy? How's it going? Welcome to my crib. Outside, we're gonna cut through the house, and I'm gonna mix some food. It's feeding time, so I'm gonna show you how I mix some of the food for one of the stud dogs, and we'll get started. So the kibble that we're using right now is the Canada. It's the best on the market right now. Feel free to look it up and look at the ingredients. We make our own raw meat. This one's a lean meat base, so because it's one of our stud dogs, we like to pack on the lean muscle mass. So what we have mixed in here is a lean ground turkey and some healthy vegetables in there. I won't give you away the entire secret of what's in there. So we'll add the kibble. I won't be doing it for this meal, but a lot of the times what we'll do is we'll add in some of the organic squash and blend it together with some blueberries. Obviously there's a lot of healthy antioxidants and things in there. What we'll do is add a raw egg along with the shell, because the raw egg will have all the healthy fats in the yolk, and then the shell also has a lot of healthy things in it, including the calcium. So we'll mix that in, We add in 3 squirts of the hemp and salmon oil, which is beneficial for the skin, the coat, joints, a lot of things. We also have a formula that we purchased directly from Germany. It's a dehydrated carrot. Obviously, I won't be doing all that right now, but what we do is we'll rehydrate it and then add it into the dog food and mix it in. The carrots have tons of benefits onto it. When our customers get a puppy from us or when people purchase the meal plan, obviously all that stuff's broken down and why we do what we do. I'm just not going to go into heavy detail on this video today. Spoon. I like to get a good hefty scoop. Add it in there. We also use apple cider vinegar. That's something that I take every morning, so it's also awesome for dogs, so I do a teaspoon. Add some hot water. So right now we're in heavy training season, so the stud dog's been on the treadmill multiple times a week. We've been training. So I'm just cutting them down a little bit. So this is just an example, one of the after training meals that we give them. Obviously, like I said, I'm not going into a great deal about what we're doing. This is just kind of synopsis of what we do, because I'm showing you a day in the life. And we'll go out there and go feed them. Alright, so we just got done mixing the food. We're going to go back here and feed our dog bird. Obviously, we got a lot going on today. The yard getting worked on. We got Brian over here on the phone. Just try to stay focused on these, Justin. So we're a little bit under construction right now. We just had another indoor facility put up, so it doesn't look the greatest right now. But obviously it's all insulated. It has infrared heaters on the top, and obviously it has air conditioning when it's hot here in California. This is where Earth sleeps and hangs out, and where he goes after we train. But in the mornings, we put him out into the exercise pen, and we do our training, and he goes back here and hangs out in the air conditioning, and that's it. What's up, Earthman? We're gonna go back up to the house. Ranch just doesn't have dogs. The ranch has chickens and a peacock. The peacock's been here probably 10 years now. So we get all our own eggs, obviously. So we eat them. We give them with the dogs. Obviously, farm raised is the best that you can get. So we're going to cut this way. We're getting one of the sprinkler systems worked on. This is one of the setups where they get their warm up in the morning before we go training in the hills. Here's the pool. So when it's summer right now, we obviously just hit into winter, but I'm sure you guys have seen some of the workout videos we have. This is where we do a lot of our training in the summer. We'll do lash with the dogs, and obviously it's great for ligaments, muscle, joints, obviously it's everything great. So most of the stuff that I like to do, I have our dogs do. Obviously we treat them like family, and they're world-class athletes. In the end of the day, that's what they are. So they have to be fed like that, trained like that, and they have to have the rest and recuperation just like in the athlete too. So we'll cut through here. This is the little Frenchie hangout. Here's a little dog man in training. Our Bubs. So we're gonna cut back through here. This is just a little hangout for the puppies and the Frenchies, but we love to use these infrared heaters for when it's cold. Obviously they're not out here long when it's cold, but just another one of the setups. We'll cut through the house. We're going to show you guys. This little spot here is obviously going to be very recognizable for you guys. This is where all the pictures go down. Right here. It's where every famous picture we have, Extra, Eves, Dandy, all those pictures for 20 plus years are all in that one little spot. We're going to cut through here and show you guys the office. It's more of like a little office and litter room and everything else in between. Where we have the parrot. So this parrot is the parrot's older than me. The parrot's 34 now. And this is obviously the trophy room. Okay, so this is our retired dog, Rex. Rex is about 7 now. So he's just living the good life here. We've had him since he was born. He's lived here his entire life. So I do a nightly thing with him. We go out to the front yard. And we just hang out. I let him hang out in the front yard. Do his thing. And then he'll have his dinner. Let's find a toy. So, as you can see, a relaxing nightly end thing that we do. You have the background behind me. You have Rex hanging out, chilling, doing his thing. And we'll do this with each and every one of the dogs every night. It's like our nightcap. Yeah, we're coming up on 5:30 right now, so it's going to get dark here soon. And so we all hang out and get all set up. So that is the day in the life of the von Ruelmann kennel.